Hi, I'm Dave Rosgen, White Memorial's wildlife biologist, and one of the many things that I do here and other people are doing is coordinating the efforts of the Cornell Laboratory of Ornithology and the Audubon Society, jointly sponsoring and running the Great Backyard Bird Count. And in the middle of February, in the past few years it's expanded out so that it's including all places. So like at White Memorial, this is a 4,000 acre backyard. Consequently, this property we've actually divided up into 10 different sections for reporting data. But otherwise, for the average person, it is your own home area, your yard, your street, and so on. And the whole idea being, like the Christmas bird count that's been held for over 100 years in December, this is to monitor bird populations in the dead of winter. It also helps to show people it's actually not that dead, because, as again one of the charts here on the wall shows, like around White Memorial, you go out spending enough time looking for the birds and trying to find them and count them, you can sometimes get close to 50 species over the course of the 4 days of the count. One of the other beauties of this is, as long as you have a computer hooked up to the internet, you can log on to the www.gbbc.org website, and a checklist will come up and you report your sightings and numbers, etc. for any given area each of the days of the count. And then the computer technicians at Cornell will weed through it, eliminate duplications, and come up with total figures for each area. So last year it was up in the 90,000 range for the number of checklists that were submitted to Cornell from all over North America. Now what we're mainly trying to do is see, first of all, get people to go out and count their own home areas and other places they enjoy visiting. And if you decide to come to White Memorial during the weekend of February 18th to the 21st, and you want to help count the birds, please check in with us, like Dave at whitememorialcc.org, and then we will have you join up with us and help us count the birds that are out there. And fortunately, walking in the door right now is John Marshall, one of our ace bird counters.
I didn't count many today.
Who will be out there. And he is, saying this is going to be a challenge this winter because of the severity of the weather. We probably have lost a fair number of birds, either to migration elsewhere or death.
Or bird feeders.
Or bird feeders is the place to go. And that's, again, the Great Backyard Bird Count was originally centered around feeders, and that's where the action is now. The bird feeders are going to yield usually the most number of individuals: chickadee, tufted titmouse, downy and red-bellied woodpeckers, white-breasted nuthatch, white-throated and American tree sparrow, dark-eyed junco, and American goldfinch and housefinch. Then, if you're lucky, you also would have species like purple finch, common redpoll, maybe pine siskin, and then there's a host of others. Around in the trees and such, of course, there's going to be blue jays and American crows around. And this is, of course, as you scan, which is why binoculars are a good idea, scan out around, you may very well end up seeing a red-tailed hawk or sharp-shinned hawk, Cooper's hawk, one of those perched in one of the trees around here. Any number of possibilities. Then there's flyovers too, like Canada geese, mallards, and ring-billed gulls, and again getting back to American crow. This is also why there's a need for data analysis once the lists are in, because quite likely some of these things may be counted by multiple people as they fly over multiple yards and other places that the people are. For more information about the Great Backyard Bird Count, you can email me, which is Dave at whitememorialcc.org, or Cornell and Audubon at www.gbbc.org. And then you can see some photographs, pictures of some of the birds I just mentioned. Continue on watching this video.